It's a Dangan. Blah blah blah. Okay. Right now, we have to get out of this horrible place. Figure out the rest of the story. Come later. Yeah, you're right. It's locked, but we have a way to open this door. Give the key, right? Secret tool you got from the headmaster's room. Of course I do. Hopefully. Let's find out. Coco took out the key with the Monica Mid design on it and slid it into the keyhole. And then, yes, it opened. Then we can get out of here. Let's go. Sounds good. Finally. We were finally free, but it wasn't even time to take a breath of relief. Because the real fight had just begun. Ultimate pain, ultimate suffering, ultimate despair, ultimate execution, ultimate death. What the hell? We started climbing the ladder intent on reaching the surface. The ladder wasn't possibly long, I couldn't even see where it ended. We climbed into darkness. The passage was so dark and cramped I couldn't even see my own feet beneath me. I had no idea we were so far down. Don't lose your footing. If you slip, I won't be able to catch you. Yeah, be careful. But now that you said that, I'm getting kind of nervous. Maybe talking will help keep my mind off it. So, I'm curious, there's something I want to ask you. You said you were the ultimate detective, right? So how long have you been doing detective work? How long? Ever since I can remember. I come from a long line of detective work. It's in my blood. There's a time when being a detective was considered a sacred duty. My family's always seen it out that way. Then is your family famous? Quite the opposite, actually. Even among actual detectives, many people haven't heard of us. It's like your family tradition, right? Because we take pride in it. A detective is neither light nor shadow. We represent neither justice nor evil. That is how we can uncover the absolute truth. We stand neutral in all things, and to do that we have to stand separate from the rest of society. Which is why I made conspicuous efforts to conceal our existence.
It's true.
Pride, so that explains. Yeah.
However,
And yet, I gave up some of that pride. In order to enter Hope's Peak, I had to reveal myself to the school. I did it knowing it was something a true caring detective would never do. The reason you gave up that pride, the reason you go so far to enter Hope's Peak.
what?
Reconnect. I have absolutely no desire to reconnect with my father. You'd be reuniting after all those years, right? You would have had so much to talk about.
Wrong. However,
There is something I want to say about him though. What?
So...
I want to sever all ties with him. Sever? Last time I saw him I was still very young, so I don't remember myself, but apparently he was extremely intelligent.
However,
But he had no interest in detective work. He cut himself off from the family. Not long after that my mother died and he simply ran away. And young as I was, he left me behind. Sure there was a reason for that. I want to take you with him. If that's true, then I need to thank him. Thank him for leaving me. Because unlike him, I take pride in the work I do. I take pride in my family name. So every last part of me is happy he didn't take me with him. If I'd gone with him, I never would have had the chance to become a detective. Okay, so I can tell. She was more talkative and more emotional. I don't blame him, he had his own life to live. That's what anyone in my position might say, right? But it's not true. But there's one thing I can never forgive, really.
So...
The way everyone else looked at me. I was never sad about being left behind. Like I said, I think it's a good thing. When the rest of my family looked at me, they saw something different. They only saw me as the little girl that was abandoned by her father. That's how they see me even to this day. His shadow's been following me my entire life and I'm sick of it. I need him out of my life. I need to step out of his shadow. So I have to find him and tell him we're no longer family. In order to settle the past, in order to remove him from my life forever. I have no doubt he forgot about me years ago. But your family should just cut him out like that. Our only connection is through blood, nothing more. Are we connected by hide and soul? No. Is blood really enough to call someone family? Yeah. I said nothing. So where does this lead out of? And am I recording? Yes, I am. Looks like this is it. On the outside door, host peak is there. We're back. Remember the hatch on the ground near the trash room? Really soon this will come out. Oh, I see. Yes. Looks like we're back. Can't say we're exactly where same time, but at least we're out of there. Now we're back in Host Peak Academy. Because the mastermind finds out I'm worried about you two, you help me, so they might. You're worried? Then let's just get a concrete answer. Let's ask if there's a problem. Monaco, if there's a problem with you escaping. If we try to hide, it's only a matter of time until we're found out. It's not like we can run away. Ah.
So, right. Indeed. Shall we go?
Okay. Bro, it's gonna take me a while to remember everything. Because I took a break from this game for so long. Oh, and also later tonight, you'll probably get an Uncharted 2 episode. Because, tomorrow is when I do another, I just start doing as many innovative videos as I can. Probably maybe, Lethal Company with Voider and Code, or something like that. See here? Hey. Joko, don't mind so much, but Makoto is supposed to be dead. What's he doing here? It's exactly how I thought he'd react. Are we really gonna be okay? You were supposed to be punished if Kyoko helped you. So what if I did? What will you do? The guilty party is exposed during the class trial. They alone will be executed. It's unfortunate, but that is the rule. If you execute Makoto, that means you lose. Not that that matters to you, right? I lose? Explain yourself. What do you mean by that? Well, you set up this latest class trial yourself, right? I was getting in your way. You wanted an excuse to kill me. I was supposed to be chosen or blackened and then executed, right? But when Makoto chose to overlook my lie, your plan came crashing down. The results of the trial weren't at all what you were expecting, because you never imagined that in that position one person would protect another like that. And in response to that unexpected development, you reacted by proclaiming Makoto was the blackened, and you were trying to execute him. You made the choice out of desperation, no more than that. You must have realized that Makoto, who refused to be manipulated, was a threat to you as well. Oh, there you go, yeah. Here's the absolute truth. Makoto didn't kill Mukuro, you did. So executing Makoto for it would surely be a violation of your rules, which I know you love so much. If the Black Index is exposed, they'll all be executed, is what you told us, right? What is this, a comedy routine to make such a bold claim without a shred of evidence? you're trying to execute, if you're going to execute Makoto right now, everyone out there watching this would be extremely displeased. Imagine what everyone out there would think if you killed Makoto. They would assume that you killed him because what he said is exactly right. Despair can never kill hope. Of course, you can say we're just making this all up. You're welcome to prove us wrong. You have no choice but to prove it.
That's what we have to do. It's true. It's time for one last showdown. One final battle between hope and despair.
Nice. A fair trial, one last shot, or otherwise just be our chance to expose their true identity of Mikoto's killer or the mastermind themselves. They'll probably just excommunicate you, another word. Very interesting indeed. I was getting bored, so I decided to change things up a little, so time for bear jokes.
In other words,
If you do things your way, there'll be enough to you and the viewers, right? It would cause you unbearable despair, right? I'm prepared to agree to your terms. Final Grizzly Showdown. But this is a long way to climax, right? Just guessing the colors are barely fit in. So for this final face up, you have to unearth all the mysteries that have been buried here. That's right, every last mystery that's pouring around the school. If you can do that, then that'll be enough to qualify as a victory for you.
it's true.
Can't do all that. We'll face execution.
Listen to me. Hey. What's wrong? Hey.
Okay.
Listen.
Okay.
Hey. However,
The real bear is still ahead of us. That's true. So I'm glad it worked out. I wasn't sure if anyone would accept my proposal. They don't stand to gain anything from final showdown, do they? They had no choice but to accept.
because
So it was that one moment they let down their guard, like they said.
so listen. Indeed. However, in other words, so it would seem in other words, correct. Hey, that's right.
I see. They want to prove that despair is better than hope. That's ridiculous.
It's true.
It is ridiculous, completely irrational. It's the kind of thing that nobody but those who call themselves the ultimate despair would devise.
Makoto.
Okay.
In other words, at the very least, indeed.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And Kuya first.
Hey,
Sayaka. Toko.
hey,
This is the Aoi.
hey,
And Hero. I think that's it.
hey.
I shaped everyone, did I not? Oh yeah, I forgot. Normally everyone meets up here. Please? What the hell? Bro is tweaking. Okay.
However, is that Makoto?
You guys!
It is! There's no two ways about it. That's Makoto. You survived?
Jeez, you're like a stubborn little cockroach, you know that? I'm just asking to make sure, but you're not a ghost, right?
Everyone was there, all my friends were struggled to get and survive. As soon as I saw their faces, I couldn't help myself. So I had to tear up.
What? What the heck?
Makoto.
Yes.
It's true.
Ah, damn it, it didn't work.
Makoto.
Yes.
It's true.
What? Okay, wow.
Makoto.
Yes.
It's true.
There we go.
In other words,
How about that?
wrong.
I see.
That's right. However,
What did you say?
however, correct.
Naturally. Don't be mean!
About that. Anyway,
Oh no!
I hate you. Anyway,
Interesting.
I
She thinks someone is the mastermind. Those 16 students.
I see. So, in other words,
Ooh.
in other words,
Monokuma is someone here.
that's
Okay.
right.
What?
In the school. Look wherever you want. Solve the mystery in whatever way you see fit. Then we can all meet up at the class trial, okay?
They're very magnanimous of him to lock all the rooms. Time to talk us down, now we need to bring out an investigation. Plan on working live from the beginning anyway. At this point, I really can rely only on myself and the turgulling blood flowing through my veins. There's no time to worry about the rest of you. Each of you must uphold your own responsibility. Well then. After making his final statement, clear left the dining hall.
Indeed.
You know?
Just a second.
How about that?
But, 'cause, I mean... but... Okay.
Indeed.
Okay.
However, so then, correct. Makoto.
I have to prove that the mastermind isn't one of us. I'll expose the mastermind's true identity and solve the mystery of the school. Then we can all escape together. Oh, it's this song. Due to the explosion, the victim's identity is unknown. They were, however, dead before the blast. The victim had been stabbed a single time with a knife which went completely through. Been struck in the object. Oh my god! The body was covered with all other items at least several days old. There were no masterminders. The headmaster's room, the biolab, and the door of the data center marked with his face on it. Second floor of the door with the gate was down before it should be open, right? Bro, that's like 6 different areas. I don't even have enough time for this, I think. Oh, my bad. Alright, well, we're gonna continue this tomorrow. Hopefully, I think. And then we'll do it all. And I think that should take about 1 hour, maybe a bit more. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to like. And if you want to see more, subscribe. See ya.